today we're gonna be talking about life and death, okay? And I mean by life and death is that, like, you right now, or watching this video right now, you probably are alive, you're probably not dead right now. So what you are, you're in life. You're in life mode, okay? And I want you guys to realize that in your life right now, you get to really get to decide what you want to become and who you want to be and what kind of job, you know. You get to really create your own reality. You get to create your own life, and it's actually pretty cool, right? You know how, like, in movies, a lot of people get to, you know, create their own story on how they became rich, or on how they saved their parents, on how they saved, you know, all these superheroes, on how they, you know, pretty much achieved greatness in life, okay? And I've noticed that a lot of people in life right now, they have a lot of decisions and roadmaps, okay? So pretend this is you, okay, and this is also you, okay? So there's usually two people in this world, okay, and this person has a path, right? And this person doesn't have a path, you know. He's just going through the winds of life. He's just blowing from sad place to happy place. He just doesn't know what the hell is going on, you know what I'm saying? So he's just in random mode, right? Random. And the only reason why he's random because he hasn't learned any skills, he hasn't developed, he hasn't read a book, he doesn't know what the hell a podcast is, he doesn't know anything about life, you know what I'm saying? And these people, they're next to death. Why? Because I've noticed that people who don't really have a life on what the fuck they want to become, or when people don't really have a destination, bro, if you really think about it, man, they're basically just rotting, bro. They're just rotting their life away. They're just going from sad place to happy place to sad place to happy place to sad place to happy place. You know, they're not growing. They're literally decaying, bro. It's like leaving an apple at a dinner table and not just eating it and just taking a bite, right? And over time, the piece that you bit off is just gonna dry, and it's gonna freaking get moldy, and then it's gonna dry up, and the whole apple is just gonna go dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, it only takes just one piece for it to infect the whole, you know, system of the damn apple. You know what I'm saying? Just how it is in life, bro. Like, if you start to adapt horrible mindsets, if you hang out with the bad people, if you fucking start learning information that's wrong, right, you'll pretty much be going through death, man. And I'm not saying that, you know, you're basically gonna die, but I am saying is that when you have no direction in life, right, when you really don't know where you're going, right, let's say that this is a roadmap and everybody is on this roadmap. Here's the crazy part. Everybody participates in this roadmap. Everybody does, right? Everybody's on this road. They're all going in the same direction. But a lot of people, right, this is the working class, right? A lot of people go to work, they're in this road, right? A lot of people that want to make money, that they don't really know how to invest, they don't do anything. So all they pretty much do is they resolve in a job, okay? They just want to get some quick money because that's how money works, right? But when they start getting into, you know, entrepreneurship or business, they have to learn so much knowledge and so much wisdom, you know, and then they give up. So then they go back to the working class. But there is one person out of hundreds of millions of people that choose their own direction in life, right? Choose their own direction in life. And he goes this way. And this is the business route, right? This is the success. This is the success route, right? A lot of people go through this route, but most people are stuck in this route, in the working class, because they don't want to go to the success level. Why? Because this part, everybody's gonna start looking at you hella weird. It's like, hey, you know, we're going this way, and why is he going this way? So this is what most people tend to do. Most people, they will bring you, they're gonna encourage you to keep being successful, but most people, you're always gonna have one friend that doesn't want you to keep going to be successful, because they say that it's stupid, that you're never gonna make it, that, you know, it's all just a fugazi, you know what I'm saying? It's all just fake shit, you know. All these people, they inherited from money, you know, it's all fake. But that's gonna be the majority of your friends and family and everybody that you pretty much know. They're all gonna just tell you that all this shit's fake, that all the success, all the people that are rich, all the young people, that it's all just daddy's money. But in reality is, the people who really sacrifice it, they get that motherfucking paper. Amateur in French is love. And I've noticed that if you do things out of love, right, if you love the work you do, if you really wake up every single morning and you really have a smile on your face, if you really just enjoy the work ethic and what you do, right, whether it's drop shipping, whether it's trading, whether it's making money, anything that involves a skill, and you also love, this shit right here, bro, this is gonna make you millions. If anything, probably billions, man. Why? Because if you have a skill, whether it's trading, whether it's drop shipping, and if you also love that skill, bro, imagine how much compound interest you're gonna be making. Imagine how much ball of energy just stored up inside you, you know? With so much skill and so much love, bro, imagine how much you can inspire people around the world. Imagine how much imagine how much lives you can change. And the crazy thing is, like, I started, you know, making videos trying to help people around the world, and I've noticed that I have a skill, which is trading, and I've also wanted to teach people how to trade and change their lives. And you know, I wanted people to look up to me, you know what I'm saying? Because I've always been the person that people look down on me, you know what I mean? Like, I was a retarded kid, I was a stupid kid, and nobody really paid attention to me. But now that I'm actually learning and doing this shit that I love, I'm learning a skill, and I'm loving what I do, bro. And it's kind of crazy to realize that, like, all it is, bro, is just to love what you do. That's pretty much it, man. If you want to get rich, man, have a skill and love what you do. All right, take care.